Folks at home, welcome to another episode of Ike Live. And obviously, Mike is not here in studio right now. He is off traveling the world. I think he's in NYC right now. He's going to be Skyping in later. And we look forward to talking to him and seeing what's up. He's filming shows, fishing tournaments. I don't know, whatever he's up to. He's up to everything all the time. And we look forward to talking to him. Man, we've got a great show lined up tonight. We've got Noah Wheeler in-house tonight from Reelsnot. Great product, great line treatment product. We're going to hear their story about how that all got developed and some interesting things that happened at the Classic and not so fun things down there. You guys are going to want to hang in there to hear that story. We've got James Watson is going to be calling or Skyping in. There's a lot of things happening with BTL, with one-on-one. A lot of interesting stuff there. We're going to be looking forward to talking to him there. We've got the champ, Jason Lambert, from the FLW, who absolutely crushed them, dominated the field by 30 pounds. I won a tournament once by 18 pounds, Dave. But that was pretty good.
But who's counting?
Yeah, who's counting?
People still had antennas on the TV, right? Seriously.
Right? They don't have tournaments there anymore. Yeah. But anyway, I'm looking forward to talking to him. Some controversy, FLW. If you guys watched it, Hayes and Lambert got into it. Starting spot. We're gonna be talking to Lambert about that. We're gonna be addressing that whole scenario. So that is going to be on the show tonight as well. And Bass University, Ike Live is brought to you by a number of great sponsors. Our title sponsor is Mystery Tackle Box. We're going to be having a live unboxing in just a little while. And Mystery Tackle Box has a really cool new product. It's an elite tackle box. Top brands, $60 value for $39.90. You can upgrade. Use the code Ike Live. When you sign up, you get 50% off any box and 30% off the Elite box. So you definitely want to check that out. It's all the top stuff. The stuff you use, Dave.
Amazing.
Top shelf.
And you can store all those beautiful Mystery Tackle Box floors in your Flambeau box.
Nice transition.
Now, before we talk about all the promo code and all that other stuff, let me close.
No
testimonial. Hands-on testimonial. In my canoe the other day, had my jig box go over in my airtight Flambeau, and it floated like a toy boat. I swear I thought it was gone. I thought I was going to be diving for it or pulling for it or something. It floated. They're that airtight. You do not have to worry about it underneath in your in your gunnel, getting the moisture. It's a great product, and I swear, I highly recommend getting you some Flambeau boxes. All right, now. Promo code Ike Live, 20% off your entire order at flambeauoutdoors.com. And again, guys, I can't stress enough. Your jigs, your terminal tackle, those boxes alone are a couple $100. And go spend the $4 or $5 to get the box to put them in. It's like it's like having the best gun in the world, and you're gonna put it in your sock, and then you have like an ankle holster or something. You know what I mean? Take care of your tackle, guys. All right?
Especially if you have a tendency to tip your canoe.
Well, not playing around with it, just playing around and having some fun with it,
Nah, that's cool.
Yeah.
We love Flambeau. They make the best tackle boxes. Keep all my stuff there too. Liquid Mayhem. We love Liquid Mayhem scent. I'm telling you, it's one of the most underutilized components in bass fishing. You need to pay attention to scent. It's going to get you extra bites all the time. Cold water, warm water, you name it. Liquid Mayhem makes great sense. Shad, garlic minnow, crawl, garlic crawl, and la leech, as Ike always says. Got some new flavors coming. Nightcrawler and how do you say it? Anise. Anise. Crawfish.
Anise.
So check out Liquid Mayhem, guys. We have a promo code Ike Live 25 and get 25% off all your Liquid Mayhem.
Anise.
What's
that, a prom date in Mud Lake, Kentucky? Sorry, Mud Lake, Kentucky.
Speaking of things that don't flip over,
no. Hobie kayaks. You guys are the Cadillac kayaks. You know that. You've heard us say that all the time. I'm in one now. 6'3", 230-ish. Up to 230 a little bit. Not been in the gym. New job. Handles me just fine. And as you saw in the video, they are faster for about 150 yards than a 101 horsepower trolling motor on a regular size John boat. All right.
Pound thrust.
What'd I say?
Horsepower. Dude, you
Right,
smoked.
they know what I mean.
You smoked that
Yeah.
16-foot tin
Yeah,
boat.
Exactly. Like Brian said. Guys, I can't say enough about them. If you are in the market to buy yourself a John boat or a canoe or one of those other kind of, I forget, like the pontoon type boat that are like John boats, what are they called? I forget what they're. Guys, please, Hobie kayaks. I'm not even in the big one. I'm in the PA-12. And like I said, 6'3", 230-ish, no problem. All right?
Kayaks are taking over the world, as is TH Marine. If you own a bass boat, you got TH Marine products on your boat. They build the best stuff, the stuff that we all use. We use it every day. I saw a lot of use of their culling systems in this week's tournaments, FLW and Bassmasters. TH Marine is the absolute best. Bass University as well, for some of you that may have tuned into Bass University Live just last Monday. You can go check that out at Bass U TV. Try it for free, guys, right now. Go over, use the code TRYBU. You can check it out. It's got over 400 instructional seminars by the greatest anglers in the world talking about what they're really good at. If you want to learn how to bass fish, if you want to improve your bass fishing game, it's all you need. Bass U TV.
And also, Pete, don't forget to mention, go to the YouTube channel for Bass U. You get snippets, and you get snippets that's just enough where if you watch 4 or 5, you're going to be subscribed by the time you're done. I was watching the swim bait one with Fred Rumbanis the other day, and I got a question to ask you later on about it. But, yeah.
I've been using those swim baits down on the Chesapeake.
Check them out on YouTube.
We're on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
And we are brought to you by the guys in studio.
Reelsnot, guys. Improves casting distance, kills line memory, helps your guides from icing. Unless you leave it outside overnight like Pete does sometimes when he just leaves his boat and right in the driveway and doesn't even care because he gets his stuff for nothing. It's also great on fluorocarbon and braided line, right? So, especially us kayak guys and us canoe guys, we all got to stick together. You're going to get, in my opinion, 10, sometimes 15 feet further on your cast, and that's no BS. What kind of mistake can you make? Buy a little bottle of it. You're going to love it. You're going to just use it. You're going to absolutely love the product. There's nothing else you're going to put in your boat for that price that you're going to get that much benefit from what you spend. All right, buy some of that stuff. Stop being cheap.
Ike Live 25.
Is there a that was a whole nother thing.
25% off. We also are brought to you by Tackle Warehouse.
But where do they get 25% off? From the Reelsnot site?
Where do they get 25% off from? Just go directly to Reelsnot. Use the code IkeLive25. You get 25% off your Reelsnot order. We're also brought to you by Tackle Warehouse, which you can also get your Reelsnot there as well. Tackle Warehouse is the best. They have the greatest tackle for bass fishermen. Everybody uses them. So definitely check out Tackle Warehouse. We're also brought to you by Line Cutters, featured right here on the table here at Ike Live. Line Cutters is an amazing product. You can never find your scissors, never find your pliers. You can put a flush-mounted line cutters on your boat. It's always there, always where you need it. And you can also get a discount there. Ike Live Rules 20, and you get 20% off everything line cutters at linecutters.com.
Do you think Vance might be able to invent like a really awesome hook remover? You know, based off what happened in studio recently.
I think we may need one. Certainly, Brian would be in the market for one.
Yeah, man, no doubt, dude. Come on, Vance, if you're watching, you got to get that genius together and get us a good hook remover.
Yeah, man. BTC 8, a whopper plopper hook.
We'll talk about it later. All right.
We'll see the story and the video and the surgeon to my right.
I can't take any credit. We'll talk about it later. I can't take any credit. I'm the reason.
And Traeger Grills.
Yep.
We are brought to you by Traeger Grills.
Guys, if you watch the debacle of that Facebook Live we tried to do without Mike, none of us are pros at this, and I'm sorry. All right. But man, that grill, so Noah caught tuna in Key West, brought them to us. We grilled the tuna on there with the wood pellets in there. Oh my God, the smoked flavor that was on it. We put asparagus on the grill. Brian brought some skirt steak. it was an awesome way to start the show. We didn't have any carbs, so we're not falling asleep on you. So we're still high energy, high protein. Probably took about 80 grams of protein in the last half hour.
Nice. We need it.
Go ahead.
We need it. And we're going to talk to Noah. I got to have Noah's life. He's Key West catching tuna. He's bass fishing all over the country.
I know.
Inventing stuff for your
products
line.
all over the place.
What a life. What a life. But
all right, folks.
Traeger Grills is great. And we also want to thank the police, EMT, and military for all that you guys do. I just want to make a special shout out here to Tom and Mark. These are two state police guys, state police officers. One freshly retired, the other one just beginning his career. They were my customers out on water trading this week on the Chesapeake, and Tom putting in 29 years. Thank you for all your service. Wow. Mark just getting started. He's in his second year, and this past year he's been in 2 shootouts. That he's been fortunate to come out unscathed.
Where's he a trooper at? What state?
Pennsylvania.
Okay. Wow. Dang.
Pennsylvania and Delaware. Those two guys.
Okay.
And thank you for everything that you guys do to take care of us and give us the freedoms that we have. We are coming right back.
That's right. A viewer on the message board suggested we get an eyeglass sponsor for you guys squinting hard up there, reading those plugs.
So, viewer, we're like being interrogated by like 100 Q-beam spotlight bulbs shining down on the face.
I'll turn them down.
Our eyesight's bad for the forms. Is that what he means?
Yeah.
Good. I can't say nothing.
I keep telling Brian to use the old man print for this, so I won't need glasses.
He has it on 11. He's got to put them on like 14, dude.
Dude, it's big. You got
16, 14.
Come on,
Brian.
I've jumped up a lot since we started this show. I'm just telling you.
It's the sun. It's this. You got to get. That's why you got to get good polarized
glasses. All right, guys,
Mike's
we'll be right
Renegade
back.
Glasses in Walmart, man. Get them things on your eyeballs.
Be right back.
Well, hey guys, we are going to get bigger print or better eyeglasses, and we're going to be right back with some great stuff. Hang in there. We'll be right back in just a couple minutes.
Warning! The following live webcast might contain content that some people find crude, vulgar, or objectionable. When watching this program, please make sure the room is well lit and do not sit too close to the screen. If you're uptight, easily offended, or lacking a sense of humor, please stop watching right now and leave the internet. Now it's time for Ike Live.
What is this foolishness?
How many dreams can you shape in a minute, an hour?
The kind of clean you like best.
Lost 3 of my teeth, too. All right, so you lost. Next time you'll win.
Steamy, hard, hearty, delicious, invigorating.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Ike Live, episode 10,572. Appreciate all you guys being with us. I want to thank everybody for being here. Dave Borodziuk, the Crux, replacing the Crux. Thanks for being here tonight. And how you doing?
I'm good, man. I mean, how long have we known each other, Pete? Long time, right?
Yeah, at least 15 years or so.
Yeah, Borodziuk. Borodziuk. Thanks, dude.
How do you say it?
Borodziuk, man.
Borodziuk?
Yeah, maybe I don't call you Gluszek.
I'm not sure that's true.
Yeah, good point.
I'm not sure that's true. Well,
everything's good, Pete. Thanks for asking.
Hey, glad to have you in the back. We've got BTC and E. How are you guys?
Looking for my shot because you went out of order.
I went out of order.
There we are.
I saved the guest for last.
You couch first, and then you come back here.
That's all right.
Freestyle.
Hey, I decided to order around this joint.
Apparently. Pete the producer. We're good, man.
I run.
How's your finger, Brian?
Outstanding.
Did you get stitches?
Yeah. Nope.
Nope.
Just a little pinprick.
Little pinprick. Little
Yeah, man.
hook removal episode. We'll be talking about that
We'll be
later.
talking about
You
that
doing all
shortly.
right? Any 6-pounders today? James Riley caught one.
Oh man, not today. No, no fish today.
No fish today.
No fish. No
Eric
fish.
was working
No.
today, man.
Man.
Working on the computer,
Edit that.
making all that funny videos.
Attaboy. Attaboy. Keep it up. And of course, live in studio, we have the boys from Reelsnot, who we're really looking forward to talking to. Noah Wheeler and
We're going straight Rich.
Rich V. He's got a name that's harder than Borodziuk and Gluszek, so we're going to say Rich V. Thanks for being here, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Man, it's great. You guys, we've been hanging out a lot. We saw you guys down at the Classic. And,
Oh man,
it's just for a little while.
I stayed there though. I wasn't leaving. They weren't. They were not gonna fry me.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. I mean, for those of you guys that don't know, you guys always have a booth at the Classic. They sell their products and promote their products down there. And man, you had a really unfortunate thing happen to you at the hotel.
We did. Rich and I walked out at 8:05. 15 minutes later, then the trailer was stolen, and walked out. And he said, "Where's the trailer?" And I was thinking, I wasn't drinking last night. Where's the trailer? And sure enough, somebody came out, cut the lock, took it right off the back of the truck, and gone.
Gone. I can't imagine.
Well, I laughed for a little while. He was like, "Why are you so jovial about this, dude?" I'm like, "I'm insured, brother. We just sold all of our product, and we're going to Tahiti."
That was actually my line. My job is to sell the product. I'm like, I did my job. I got rid of it all.
Sold it all.
Oh,
You
man.
did.
And then I talked to my insurance agent at 11:30. He's like, "Oh, you're not covered at a show like that unless you have a rider.
Oh,
$180 rider a year covers you all." I was like,
Cost you how much?
a lot.
North
Yeah.
of 200 grand.
Yeah, no. So,
man.
needless to say, like 1:30, I was knee deep in dirty martinis. So.
Well, you know, when we were down there, the police were investigating, and we had reports that kids were distributing Reelsnot T-shirts.
No, everybody
at
in
school.
the hood was wondering who the rapper Riri's Not is. They were all like, who's Riri Not?
It's true. We have the best dressed hood in Greensboro. Greenville, South Carolina has the best dressed hood ever.
Really not.
Well, they use that information to track them down.
They did.
The guy showed up at the scene of the crime.
Well, Detective Collette, I got to give my shout out. The guy was awesome. Young guy, called us, and within 2 hours of us reporting it, he said, "I'm on it." He's like, I'm going to catch these guys. I'm like, okay, cool, you know. And he was giving me updates like every hour.
I wonder what gave Inspector Clouseau the best tip.
I don't know.
Somebody's using Reelsnot as a cologne, and the next spot up is the guy with a T-shirt. He got a T-shirt and a hat. And then someone's out the back of the.
Well, we were at dinner. So Wednesday. So this happened Wednesday morning, right? 7:50 a.m., which these guys were bold. We're at dinner, Pete and I and JK and Rich, and at like 8 o'clock, I get this call from this little old lady in Greenville. And she said, "Mr. Wheeler?" I said, "Yeah." And she said, I can't remember her name. She's like, "This is Mrs. What's-her-name, and I got your card out of your pile of trash you dumped on my front yard." I said, "You got my card?" And then it hit me. I'm like, "Card? In the trailer?" I'm like, "Where are you? You have?" I said, "They stole my trailer and dumped it on your front lawn." So she told us, and I said, Pete picked up the check and let me go.
Oh, wow.
So thank you, Pete.
Hold on, Pete
And-
picked up. He might have just picked it up. He didn't. Right? He didn't hand it to you. He picked it up and handed it to you.
No, he actually did check. So Rich and I, we jump in the truck, we run down, we get into downtown ghetto area of Greenville, South Carolina.
Where Riri was.
Yeah.
Riri Not.
And I said, "Look, let's do a lap because we don't know what we're getting into. We got a tip. Who knows?" So we do a lap. As we're doing the lap, there's a tree in the front yard of kind of a really suspect kind of house, that has the barrel of fire coming out and 4 guys standing around it. Well, they have my T-shirts in the tree on hangers.
For sale.
For sale?
They for sale.
Bob, I swear, I can't make this up.
They for sale.
So we drive by, we go down to this little, parking lot, call the police. The police show up, and they said, look, we'll go check it out. Really nice female cop. She was in charge. She was very nice looking, too, and she said, I'll go check this out. We'll bring you guys up there. So she comes down and gets us. We go up, and the guy's, poor old guy. He's like kind of semi-homeless, and so he was selling them out of the tree. He's like, look, man, everybody was looting it. They came and dumped the trailer right out here, and we all got the stuff. And she said, listen, mister, if I go into this house and I find that 70-inch television that they reported missing, you're going to jail. And he goes, ma'am, with all due respect, you think if I had a 70-inch television inside, I'd be out here on this porch selling these T-shirts?
Yeah.
Good point.
And that's all she had to hear.
That's it. We all burst out laughing.
Yeah, guilty guy's not answering that way.
Yeah. So we got
Wow.
The next day we got a call that the trailer had been found. Went over there, pull up, because we had to come and I had to sign to let them go into the trailer, the forensics guys. So we're standing there waiting for forensics, and we got there, and Rich is looking at the trailer, and he's like, yo, they put a lock on the trailer so nobody can steal it from
Thief
it.
that stole it put a look on the trailer.
So I'm like,
No steelbacks.
No. So I said, look,
no steelback. He might have had a rider too. By the time you guys found it,
Like he said, he didn't have a rider. We got it.
Right, he already called it in. So I said, look, these guys might come back, and the cop's like, look, man, this could take weeks. They might not come back for a long time. So I was like, we should stake it out. But anyway, we're standing there. About 15 minutes later, all of a sudden, the car pulls up. The car that was in the surveillance video, this Jeep Cherokee. The guy cranks the window down about that far, looks out, sees us and the cops, rolls it up, and takes off. They went in like a 25, 30-mile hot pursuit after these guys at high speeds.
Nice.
And they had to call it off because they were going down a 6-lane highway on the wrong side of the road through red lights.
That's what they do.
And
I thought he might be like dumping the real snot on the street. And
they were sliding top.
The old snot slip.
Streets of hazard. Yeah.
Like a good James Bond just jamming out the
Winder.
Enos and Boss Hog were like, God, what is this real snot on the road? Come on, boy. Boss, I don't know what it is. It's real snot.
Had to call off the chase.
They called off the chase. I'm telling you, it was a Hollywood movie, and every turn was just better than next.
Man.
We woke up Saturday morning, went out to the truck. I go to pop the tailgate. Rich goes, whoa, what's wrong with your tailgate? I go, I don't know. Somebody had tried it. So they steal backup camera tailgates because they're worth some money. Somebody had stuck a crowbar into my tailgate and tried to pop that off to get it off.
Wow.
I'm like,
Oh my God.
So when I called the detective and I told him, he's like, don't call that in while I'm working. I'm like, don't worry, we're good. One thing after another, bro.
Yep. So is that the final? What was the final outcome?
So Monday, I guess Rich and I were driving back, and I get a call from Detective Collette. He's like, hey, how far are you? I said, we're a couple hours up the road. He's like, well, we got everything. I'm like, what do you mean you got everything? He's like, well, apparently the thieves had fallen asleep in their car, and I guess they had a wild night, and it was a husband and wife.
Ran out of gas.
Yeah, they ran out of gas first, and then they fell asleep in the car. Somebody called in a tip on the car, so the police show up. They're sleeping in the car.
Out on the highway somewhere.
The same stolen car.
Same stolen car that they stole everything.
Good grief.
So they got them, and they did. The guy rolled over, and he told him where they pawned the television that was still in the box that I bought on the way down for our display, 70-inch TV. So we got the TV back. We got a couple of busted up lockers that we used for display, and we did end up getting about 250 of the jerseys back, the original jerseys, but all the T-shirts were gone, all the new jerseys were gone, all the hats were gone. I mean, it was a ton of product, and we still have no idea where all the real snot is. We had 3,000 bottles of real snot. They're all gone.
How soon do you think some dummy thought it was cologne? How quick do you think that happened?
Or hair product.
Or Afro Sheen.
Yeah, hair gel.
Like how long?
Something.
Someone had to think it was like something you could spritz on yourself.
Right.
You know what
I'm hoping they spritzed the garlic on it. We're like, woo, holy cow. Because we were launching garlic down there, and it was stanky.
Dude.
We were going to call it stanky because it's nasty. I mean, it's
Dave.
a really good smell.
You know that contest idea you were talking about?
Yes.
We should run that.
Refresh me, dude.
Okay. No, what are we giving away tonight, bud?
So
Let's go with it right now.
Steve
Donis.
Steve Donis hooked me up. He's an unbelievable character drawer and cartoon drawer. So I said, Steve, I need a T-shirt representative of what we went through down there, and Dave is actually wearing it. So
Right.
here it is. So you tangle with Reelsnot, you're going to get caught. So I said I need a bass. I need him in some prison stripes, and I need him in behind bars, and that's what Steve did. It's unreal. So I got a limited run of some T-shirts. We're going to put them up for sale on the website as of tonight.
Okay.
And we're going to donate back to the Ike Foundation. So all the proceeds are going to the Ike Foundation. I don't want any money off that thing. But we're going to give away 5 T-shirts tonight.
Okay.
From Ike Live. And Brian,
To the
refresh
person,
me.
yeah. So, what is the punishment that the thieves?
Oh, that's right.
Right.
That's right. Yeah.
And we
yeah.
have-
Dial it
Brian
in.
and I came up with that.
We have to
today
first.
on
We have
the
to
phone.
pull up the picture of what this lovely couple looked like
All
too.
right,
Because we have that.
Finish the contest.
So the contest tonight, guys. If you can come up with a violent or
Right.
utterly disturbing type of punishment, the most creative punishment that gets us all chuckling in the room is going to win. So come up with something funny. What punishment should we have for this beautiful couple Eric's going to show
The
us?
duo.
All right, run it.
Wheeler and his business partner drove into Greenville from Delaware last night, got a good night's sleep, and this morning woke up to a nightmare. I said, where's the trailer? All told, over $200,000 worth of merchandise.
But we're a very small company, and this is a catastrophic loss for us.
There they are.
Got him.
Shout out to Ed Bassmaster.
Yep. Well, that's great. They caught him.
They did.
They caught him. But
And you know what's crazy? Like 2 weeks later, I went down and I was with Detective Collette, and he said they still haven't had one visitor and they haven't made one phone call. And they had a $175,000, I think, bond.
Yeah.
So they're not getting out.
And with the dollar amount too, you're talking about a seriously indictable crime. You're talking about prison time. You're not talking about county jail. Then you're out after time served.
They found it listed out too: steal a trailer, do this, do that. So they got them on some other charges too.
Yeah.
Right.
Conspiracy to commit.
They thought my trailer was a black work trailer full of tools.
Yeah.
Because most of the stuff they had pawned,
Sure.
besides the TV, was all work stuff.
Right.
So construction guys.
Yep.
And I'm glad. Truthfully, I mean, it was catastrophic for me, but I'm glad they're off the street because there are guys walking around, BC, you guys know, you buy a truck full of tools and somebody steals them, you're out of business.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a rider on your insurance, you're really out of business. So all you guys out there that are construction workers and anybody's got, because everybody says, oh, it's a trailer, it's on your truck, you're covered. You're covered for liability. You smash into a Mercedes, yeah, they'll pay it. But if anything's stolen out of that thing, you're done.
Insurance is amazing, right? Like when I smashed my Ranger, I didn't realize it until after the fact, like of what's not considered totaled, and I was just like, oh my god, like how do you people sleep?
Yeah. And we always kind of default to what they give you. Look at your policy. I was telling Rich today, I looked at my homeowners and I'm like, okay, contents for the house, $375,000. I'm like, okay, my wife probably has that in shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yep. you can't add all that. As soon as you start adding all that up, you're like, wow, we're way over that. So make sure your coverages are right. And I'll tell you, I was talking to one of the guys I met at the Classic who was an insurance guy who was trying to help me with my new business insurance.
Okay.
And he was talking to me about my boat insurance because he does a lot of the guys on the Elites and the FLWs. He's really specialized in that. So Ben was talking to me. He said, look, man, be careful with wrapping your boat. If you wrap it, make sure you have an insurance that covers that because that can be considered a commercial vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of little loopholes. Your standard boat insurance that we all get from wherever, make sure that because the last thing you want is
it'll put you out.
It does.
Yep.
So
hey guys, whoever's if you guys are commenting about the punishment to win a T-shirt, you got to do it on the Ike Live page, IkeLive.com, not the Facebook feed. Facebook's timeline is a pain in the ass to monitor.
So guys, you got to be unfortunately on your laptops in order to be able wanted to comment when
on the Ike Live page.
But I want to say, I'll tell you what, the outpouring of support from you guys, I mean, we're family, but I mean, like all the other people and people sending me emails saying, what can I do? You know, I was like, just go buy a bottle. That'll keep us going. You know, we need to get, you know, back in the game. And, you know, the biggest losers in all of this, I mean, despite the fact that, you know, my trailer's gone and all the contents, the biggest losers are all the foundations and the veterans, the high schools, all the people we donate to that rely on us to send them product for prizes and stuff. That's how I fund it, with these shows and what we make out of the shows and the gear we buy at the shows. We can use that to kind of, okay, we'll send them, you know, prize packs, whatever. It's hard to do that when you lose all that inventory and, you know. It's
great segue. Where can your product be purchased at?
So we have, you know, Tackle Warehouse, obviously. We have, you know, our www.reelsnot.com. We have a ton of small retailers that have been supportive throughout it. We're in Walmart. We're in 1,500 Walmart stores, which was another debacle because Walmart and my UPC code didn't match up with the Walmart code. So we're working through that now. So,
is that fixed?
It is, and it's getting fixed. You know, more and more. We're putting on the new codes onto the bottles. So Ike approved as it all those Walmart stores is 1,500, and if you go to buy one there, and you go to the register and they can't get it through the point of sale, tell them to drop the last number. That's the easiest way. Drop the last number in the UPC 12 code.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
11.
Have you ever asked someone at Walmart where the sporting goods department is? I imagine the last number is probably harder than that.
I'm just going to give you the stare. Like, really?
Gotta be positive. Sad
No, but I
easy.
would tell you
Just
what.
drop the last number.
Anyone who's ever experienced, go to Plattsburgh and Walmart. Go to the Walmart in Plattsburgh, New York. It's the most beautiful experience you'll ever have. It's unlike any Walmart experience around here. It's like people actually care about showing you where
Agreed.
stuff is, dude. I couldn't believe it when I went there.
Well, so that's crazy though. People are taking the product to the register and not being able to check out.
Yeah, they couldn't check out because our UPC code is whatever it is, UPC-128A, which is a universal code. But then Walmart has UPC 1A, I think it is, and it's a new code. It's actually their new POS system that you know. So our fault. We're fixing it. We're working with our distributor, and he's got 45 reps out there changing out UPC codes. I had to print out 16,000 UPC codes and overnight them the next day.
Oh man!
So fun stuff.
Yeah, that is fun.
Well, you know,
hey,
they've been supportive. Walmart's
We don't
been
quit.
awesome.
You guys are forged. You guys are forged in fire. You're like Rocky training in the alley, dude, while Apollo's training in like a high class gym. You guys are just forged in goddamn grit.
Get that while you can. Don't give that sucker no statue. Give him guts.
You're gonna chase chickens and you're gonna crap thunder.
Well, I'm glad you guys are persevering. Obviously, I know you're going to, but the you got this. Your life. You're traveling around catching tuna down in the Keys. You're fishing all over the place.
By hand. Yeah.
But where did you come up with the concept for? You just sitting around.
Well, you know what?
I need this.
And here's what happened. So, in 2014, I'm fishing a tournament with my brother. I'm in Georgia, and we were on this point set up. Wind's blowing. I'm throwing a spinnerbait, like the old spinnerbait that's got so many bends in it and dings in it. You can't. It's your favorite spinnerbait. And I'm throwing it. All of a sudden, I throw this really hard cast, and it goes zzz, and the line goes out. The whole thing goes out, and we can't go across the point because we're trying to catch this one school of fish. And I lost my spinnerbait, and I was like screaming. I'm like ready to break rods. My brother's like, "It's because you use that reel something, not my product." And he's like, it's got whatever petroleum, and it breaks your line. It breaks down your line every time.
Erodes it.
So I'm like, somebody's got to do this better than this.
Right.
And I've tried others. So I went online. I started researching. I'm like, okay, there's only 5 or so out there and a lot of them have this different concept. Some are silicone, which stain fluoro, stuff like that. And I'm like, nobody's thought of a better product? I'm an IT guy. And I can figure out how to do this better.
Right.
So I called up one of my buddies I call him the bald-headed doc from Back to the Future. He's a hydrophobic chemist. So Toby West,
the mad
shout
professor.
out. He is the mad professor. I'm like, dude, I know you have this product that you put on the bottom of a boat that'll make a boat go faster. So sailboats, it's called, his product it's called Reelsnot. So he puts it on the bottom of a boat, and the sailboat racers will go faster. So I'm like, hey, look, if you can do that, you can figure out how to make line come off a reel faster, and condition it. And he's like, I think I can do that. Yeah, let's work on it. So 8 months later, we launched the product. I went through all these different formulas with him. Some of them were a little thicker and a little whiter than I wanted it to look, on a reel. And we finally figured it out. Yeah, Pete's laughing, but
no, a lot like you. About 15 years ago, I was using the aerosol-based ones, and I stopped using them. I mean, it was too much. It was too messy. I just felt that it was making the line feel different.
Yep.
And
changes colors.
I didn't come back into it until you guys came out with a natural-based product, and I haven't stopped using it since, man.
Yeah.
You can eat my stuff if you need to.
Yeah. Well, it's good to know. That's what they were doing before they went to jail. The You got something for us? You got some contest entries?
We do. We have some awesome guesses coming in for this Reelsnot contest. This is what we're looking for, guys. This is definitely what we're looking for. First one from Zach. Make him sit in a dunk tank full of Reelsnot at the next weigh-in, and each angler gets a shot at dunking them. Solid start.
He should only get the only shot and drown him.
Give me that ball.
Cressy goes, Chinese Reelsnot torture instead of Chinese water torture. And then this is my personal favorite so far. Punishment? ? Make him strap up in Tommy Biffle shorts and drive past a strip club with BTC after midnight. I don't even know what that means necessarily.
There's a lot of things going on there. All right, it's not over with yet.
No, it's not over. But they're in the right direction.
All right, keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming, guys. We got some T-shirts to give away, but. So you got this great product, and you can, it's not going to degrade your line. It treats your line. It gives you the additional casting distance, less backlashes. It's an amazing product.
Yeah, thanks. It really is. The first guy that I had on the pro staff is a guy named Matt Henry. He's a great fisherman out of Georgia. I took him out for a guide trip, and because I wanted to learn some offshore electronics, and about halfway through the day, he said, hey, look, you want to go skip some docks and have some fun? I said, yeah, let's go catch some fish. So we went in, and he put on a shaky head, 1/8 ounce, and he threw it out, and it went 40 feet. And he's like, man, I got to change the line. And before that, he told me, I don't use line conditioner. I don't really believe in them, blah, blah, blah. I said, hey, if you're going to change that, try my product. It's not going to hurt anything. He's like, all right, give it to me. So I told him how to do it. He squirted it on. By the third cast, that thing was out 95 feet. And he literally turned around and he said, you made a believer out of me, because I'm a guide. He's like, so I don't have to change my line as often. It conditions your line. So and that's what the guides love about it, because you don't have to, change them out all the time. You can wait, 10 trips before you change out line. Wow. So it really does help,
That's like most of us. We have to be reconditioned to accept it based off the aerosol product that we all quit and left and didn't know that since then things have changed,
Yeah.
Well, it's really helpful, and I use it every day. For my customers, it helps them cast, especially guys that are having trouble getting started, backlash, spinning reels. Well, it's a great product, but I have here in my notes, which I'm interested to hear about. Did KVD run you out of his community?
We don't know.
What's going on?
I don't know. I mean, you mean is he the one that took all my stuff? I don't know.
No.
Everybody said that, but I'm like, no, it wasn't Kevin.
Here, true or false? Is that arrested couple KVD's Lee Harvey Oswald?
Who knows? Is he the shooter in the grassy knoll?
I don't know.
What does he
put him up to it? Are they patsies?
Does KVD have a product? Or
yeah, he does.
He does?
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to use his product too. It's a good I mean, it's a decent product. It's I'd like to say mine's a lot better, but he's got a decent product out there.
Okay.
So.
Well, you can talk more shit than that, bro.
I can? Oh, yeah.
He's here somewhere. I don't know where he is. We don't know where he is.
No, he's lurking.
He's here somewhere.
He's in. I tell you what. So a couple years ago, when the elites were here, Davey Height blew up his motor, and he was going to use my boat. And I had at the time I had one of those Lowrance handheld XI5s. Now I've gone to a foot pedal because Davey Height was ready to strangle me. But I went and got my boat for him, and he was like, I can't use that handheld thing. So Kevin came and lent him his boat, but we spent about an hour talking to him. He was so fun. I mean, we had a blast.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, you came up with this product, and is it true that that JK put the beat down on you guys at the recent tournament this weekend down in Georgia?
Ooh.
Oh, the other JK.
The other JK.
Not Jared. You mean Justin?
Justin.
Justin. Oh, you know why Justin? Because he's got Matt. Matt's his partner, the one I was just talking about. Matt Henry is his partner. Matt runs the boat. Justin, I'm just kidding. I know you're watching. You're probably he's probably got steam coming out of his ears. His face is redder than that Rapala sign.
It's all right to say he rides Henry's coattails. There's nothing wrong
a little
with
bit.
that.
No. I'll tell you what, though. Justin can fish. He's a really good.
Sure.
He's
Justin's
great,
good.
He whips them up on that co-angle side.
They're a tough team to beat.
Yeah, they
Both
are.
of those two together are a tough team to beat anywhere they fish.
Wow.
And he knows how to fish with Matt. And Matt knows how to fish with him.
So what's it? I mean, you live in Delaware.
I do.
And you travel down to Georgia to compete in that tournament trail.
He's balling, dude.
Hey, hold his ears. I continue to go every year. It's I love it down there. I mean, I love the guys I've met down there, the people I've met. Grant Kelly lets me put my boat in his garage. It's just I love the South and I love those lakes.
Yeah.
Even though we don't do very well. Rich is like, why am I busting my head against the wall for 7.5 pounds? I can be on the upper bay catching 30 right now. I'm like, well, there's not 150 boats anymore in a tournament up here. You know, so you go down there, those guys all fish down there. And so there's bigger tournaments. You know, you get to go against a lot larger.
We're the only
pool.
team not from Georgia.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Well, every year. So
Damn,
I mean, you get
Yankees.
your butt kicked, and that's how you become a better fisherman. You
Absolutely.
learn how to fish, you know. And it's been an off year down there, so it's been frustrating.
What do you got?
You got to pick some winners. So
Pick some winners.
Let's run through some more of these, right? So Hunter says, worst punishment I could think of is having them throw a Senko all day for a full tournament.
100%.
I agree.
No, disagree.
I agree.
I'm not even writing that down. I have a vote.
I'm personally not a fan of
So
that.
look, we went down there last time. The last tournament was a 2-day classic, which was this past weekend. Rich said on Thursday, he's like, look, here's my, we're not doing well, so here's my new, this is what I'm going to do. This is my go-to-market strategy. I'm going to get drunk on Friday night, which he never drinks on the night before to me. I'm going to be drunk. I'm going to be hungover. I'm going to throw a Senko all day.
That sounds tough.
So he did.
It didn't work.
It didn't work?
Dead stick.
Any others?
Let's keep going. Oh, there's more. There's more. Joey wants us to roll them in liquid mayhem and goldfish flakes and then feed them to the Asian carp of Kentucky Lake.
Oh, I like that one.
That's
piranha would be good too.
All right.
Ding, ding,
Piranha.
That's good. A piranha.
all right.
That'd be harsh, man. That's getting right after.
Alan wants us to make them clean all the meth pipes in South Carolina using Reelsnot.
You don't need to read no more. You know that's the winner.
Winner, chicken dinner.
We're giving you all
I like
5
it.
t-shirts.
Put on meth pipe. Alan, send your contact info in.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You
more,
win.
let's
He
see.
might just get
Brad,
because.
all right, one more.
Yeah,
Brad.
that was awesome.
I'm not even going to say mine, dude. What's the point?
You got any more, E?
All right. Brad wants us to make them go out in Jersey wintertime, soak them down with water till they start to freeze, then spray them down with Reelsnot to show how it slows the freezing process of the guys on the rod.
I love it.
You guys are on fire tonight.
That's good. Keep it going.
That's a good one too.
We've got a couple more.
It does work on that
snot
too.
board, water board. That's all I got for now. I'm sure there'll be more.
We knew, Brian. We knew they would show
Alan
up with
one more
something, dude.
I wonder if they get Ike Live at the county lockup.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, I hope they're watching this and just being like,
So,
damn.
are we ready? Are we ready to talk about this,
There's bad.
Brian?
What are we talking about?
Oh, are we granting a winner? Are we giving a winner now?
There's 5.
We're giving five of these are
so
winning.
pick one. We should pick. I think we should
So,
pick 2. I got 2 right
The
there.
meth pipe, for
Yeah,
sure.
Those guys are good.
And what else do you guys think?
I'm liking the dunk tank.
Yeah.
I'm liking anything involving strippers, biffle shorts, and Brian.
The Asian carp one?
Carp,
Come
the
on,
meth
there's a lot
pipe,
of
who's
stout
number
ones.
1, and ice
Yeah.
melt, who's number 2.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. I don't know what you guys think.
Oh, cleaning the meth pipes.
Man,
I love the meth pipe.
Cleaning the meth pipe.
Alan, you are our first winner for sure. That was fantastic.
That was Alan, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alan number
Good
1.
Good job.
Goldfish.
Good memory. That's a
That
salesman
is
right
good.
there. Yeah, that's sales, isn't it? Were you getting a sales experience?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's the top dog
Service
over at
provider.
Snap-on
okay.
Tools, man. He don't let him fool you.
Yeah.
First time he told me he was working for Snap-on, I'm like, they have a $11,000 toolbox, and he's like, yeah, can you believe it's that cheap? I'm like, What? He was like starting to sell me on $11,000 toolbox. Mine was so much better.
One of the carriers I used to work for, we were talking about it. We would get them into our dock for dock pickups, and I couldn't get over how much they were. You know?
Yeah.
But they're nice. I mean, if I had.
You guys ready to talk to Lambert?
I'd forget the world kind of money.
How you feeling, Pete?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you want to take a break? You want to have them on right now?
We'll take a quick break. We'll
Okay.
roll for another second.
Yeah, let's. We're gonna have Jason Lambert on in just a little bit. You guys don't want to miss that. Total hammer down there on Kentucky Lake. Smashed them up, 30-pound bags, fishing ledges. Fascinating stuff. Huge win. We're gonna be talking to him about the controversy about the guy that was leading the tournament that walked away. And we're looking forward to hearing your opinions about it. And you're gonna hear all of ours in the room. That's all going to be coming up. We'll be back in a short break in just a few minutes.
Surprise for you. You gotta come out.
I'm respooling my reels, baby.
Oh, hush.
Come on.
Watch your set. Whoa, watch your set there. Come on. Put them close.
I got them closed.
No peeking.
Don't hold my arm so tight.
Oh, all right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Surprise!
Oh, yes.
Yes! Woo!
Is everything everywhere? Oh, yes, yes.
Wait.
Yes, yes.
No.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
No, baby, go back.
Look. Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah, but baby, look. I got you a boat.
Mystery Tackle Box is the perfect gift for the fishing fanatic in your life. It's a monthly box filled with some of the most innovative fishing gear on the market, hand-selected by industry professionals. Check out all the different options available at mysterytacklebox.com.
Hey everybody, Mike Iaconelli here. I love fishing this time of the year. It's cold, it's winter, it's snowing, but if you want to prevent the buildup of ice, use Reelsnot. Every time I'm fishing this time of the year, I put a couple squirts on all my guides, especially the tip, before I start casting. Try that tip when you're fishing under these cold conditions, and you're going to catch more fish. See you later.
There's a special place in our hearts for the tools of the trade. They're what we prep for a good day on the water. They're what we clean after a good day in the field. Flambeau's patented Z-Rust technology protects the gear of today from rust and corrosion. Z-Rust for the performance of tomorrow. Preserve, perform, repeat.
You work hard to catch your fish. TH Marine has 2 products to ensure your fish survive. The Oxygenator injects 100% pure oxygen into your live well. That increases fish survival by 35%. For the perfect combo, add G-Juice live well treatment. It calms fish, stops bleeding, removes ammonia, and replaces slime coat. Get an Oxygenator and G-Juice and keep your fish alive.